It has. It's been a great show and been so much fun and really just, I got to tell you, an honor for me to be a part of this and to be amongst so many fine Americans, and in particular those that serve our country in the National Guard, the military in general, et cetera, I should say. And you just got to be impressed with this facility, with the people, and it's particularly appropriate with Memorial Day coming up. And I don't know. It's just been an overwhelming experience for me. Chris from Greenville on the C Spire text line writes in, says, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love every day's show, but listening today has been so enjoyable and probably my favorite show. I had no idea that the museum existed, and I will for sure be visiting. God bless the USA and all our veterans. And I'm with you, Chris, and you will not be disappointed. Anyone that comes down here, I promise you, folks, it really is incredible. It is something to behold, and just reading the various accounts and the stories posted around in the information explaining posted around the exhibits, and then just taking a view of the artifacts. It's just unbelievable. We are so blessed and so fortunate to live in this country, and we are especially blessed by those that serve in our armed forces and protect us and protect our freedoms. And in particular, we are grateful beyond belief to those who did make the ultimate sacrifice to protect our country and to provide the freedoms that we all, I guess, take for granted. So let's be sure to think about them, recognize them, and offer your gratitude on Memorial Day. And if you know any Gold Star families in particular, make sure they understand how grateful our nation is. By the way, Curtis in Biloxi, when we were talking about the uniforms earlier, he says, if you've never been in the military, you have no idea what military grade, in quotes, equates to. Comfort is their least concern. I certainly get that, Curtis, and it just makes you even have more respect for those that serve. The speaker was telling me that he got a chance to fire some rounds and to participate in a little taste of the training exercises a couple of years ago, and he suited up in all the gear, and he just couldn't believe how heavy it was, and that's when it was 85 or 86 degrees. I can't imagine what it's like, as he said, in August when it's 100 degrees and humid, or you're deployed in some area of the world where it is quite hot and quite difficult to sustain the heat and all that military gear. But again, just more respect. Rhino shared an interesting factoid that I'm going to read to you now about Camp Shelby in World War II. This is fascinating. He said during World War II, Camp Shelby housed the 442nd Infantry Regiment, the segregated Japanese-American regiment that served the country, even though many had families in internment camps. That 442nd Regiment is the most decorated unit for its size in the U.S. military history, with 21 Medals of Honor. In 2012, all surviving members of the 442 were honored with France's highest honor, the Legion of Honor, for their service in the liberation of France and their rescue of the lost battalion that was surrounded by German forces during the invasion of Germany. Wow, that is incredible. The connection to Camp Shelby and its role and the role of that regiment during World War II. Appreciate that, Rhino. It just seems like there's just an endless flow of history and information concerning this installation, Mississippi's connection to the armed forces and the many great patriots that served therein, and in particular those who, again, paid that ultimate sacrifice. Just really been incredible. Also had a text from, let's see, I believe this is, I can't tell who it's from, Keith from Terry. There we go. He said, my son is reporting for Air Force officer training at Camp Shelby today at 1. Thanks for supporting our military. He's a first-time texter, and he says thank you. And, of course, We wish his son Godspeed, and we thank him for his service, as we do all those that serve in our armed forces. And in particular, we are deeply grateful, eternally grateful to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. We will recognize them on Memorial Day. Please don't forget that as you celebrate and enjoy your barbecues and your families this weekend, everyone. It has, again, been an honor. I am signing off from the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum at Camp Shelby. Folks, stay safe. Enjoy the weekend. We'll be back with you next Tuesday, and God bless.